Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Flash, your host, and today we will be talking about The Walking Dead and Z Nation, two TV shows about zombies on the TV right now. By the way people, before we begin this video really, there are gonna be spoilers in this video, so watch out. If I say something you haven't heard before, it's your own fault, I said spoilers. I will be talking about these two shows because there's a lot of controversy between the two, because a lot of people compare both shows to each other, and I don't think they should do that, and I'm going to explain why. First we have The Walking Dead, which is a TV show made of a comic book series, also called The Walking Dead of course, and that is going on for quite a long time. I don't know how many comic books there are, but there's a huge amount of them. The channel on TV in America called AMC is producing the show, and they have been going on for 5 seasons I think already. Yes, yeah, 5 seasons of course, and the 6th one has already been confirmed to air this October. They are still busy with the 5th season right now. Already 10 episodes have aired and I'm still watching it now of course. As for Z Nation, it's completely new. It just started last October also, I guess. And the first season has ended quite a while ago, and I watched that too. A second season has also been announced to air this October, I think. So, why do they compare it to each other? Because it's both a series about zombies and an apocalyptic world. Yes, true, it's both have that. But they also compare it to each other because they both aired in October. Oh yeah, Z Nation is made by Sci-Fi. I forgot that. Yes, I forgot that. Many people think, also a bit including me, that Z Nation and Sci-Fi is trying to go against The Walking Dead because they aired it at the same month that The Walking Dead airs, both in October. They both start in October, and that's a pretty risk that they took. A risk because The Walking Dead is immensely popular, and then another zombie TV show is coming in the same month. Like, why would people watch that if they already have The Walking Dead? Why? In my opinion, because Z Nation is a lot different. To me it is, at least. Why is it different? Well, the tone of the two series are completely different. Yes, both are about zombies, but how do you say, apocalyptic world, and with a group of survivors. I guess you could say it that way. And that's about it. Maybe a few characters, but I will go into detail that a little bit later, about a few characters that look a bit like each other in both shows. But while The Walking Dead is very serious, very quiet, and pretty dark, Z Nation doesn't take itself too serious. It also has a lot of humor, which The Walking Dead doesn't have. I love The Walking Dead, but it takes itself too serious a lot of times. It's a bit too much, and some episodes come across a little bit boring sometimes. While Z Nation is maybe sometimes not serious at all, too much, you have fun watching it. Now, also a lot of people are saying like, the Z Nation does not, again, Z Nation is because of The Walking Dead of course. Z Nation does not have the same quality as The Walking Dead. And of course they don't have that. Like, The Walking Dead is made by AMC, a very popular channel, TV channel, network in America. I don't know that much because I live in Belgium. I don't know about the American TV and all that stuff. I even have to illegally download everything. No, you have not heard me say that, because American shows, they do not send that in Belgium. Why? Because Belgium sucks. They almost never send out American TV shows. So yeah, like I said, Walking Dead is immensely popular, and it's made by a very popular network, AMC. So also say it in every episode, AMC's The Walking Dead. And the show has a lot of budget. It has a lot of money, so it can have a lot of cool special effects, a lot of cool locations, and a lot of maybe better quality cameras and all this stuff, and better known actors. Well, honestly, I don't know a lot of the actors in The Walking Dead before, well, they appeared in The Walking Dead. Like, the only one that I actually knew was Norman Reedus, because I love the Boondock scene. So that's the only actor that I actually knew of The Walking Dead. And Z Nation is made by Sci-Fi, like I said before, and Sci-Fi does not have a big budget of money. It's a lot lower than AMC's. It's you can compare it like A movies and B movies, while AMC is an A series and Z Nation is a B series. And that's not a bad thing. They have a lot less money and all that stuff, but they try to do it with what they have, and that's very good because they do a very good job at it. Yeah, again, I didn't know any of the actors, except the character Citizen Z in the show. I knew that guy. I think his real name is DJ Qualls or something like that. That guy I didn't know. But other than that, all the actors are so unknown for me. But like I said, people compare and all that stuff, that the acting is not as good. No. Of course, if you compare it to each other now for once, yes, the acting on The Walking Dead is better on than Z Nation's, but Z Nation, the actors of Z Nation still do a great job, I think. Yeah, I didn't know any of the actors, like I said, but they do a good job, and yeah, they do it good enough. They're not that well known. Sorry, I have a little itch here. They're not that well known, maybe for a reason. No, that's a bit rude. No. But I think the acting is fine as hell. Yeah, they do a great job, especially the main character, Z Nation. I love that guy. I think he's great, and I want to see him in more shows. I don't even know his name, but I really want to see him in more shows. And now about the things that are a bit the same to me, like some characters. Like each of them has all their main characters and side characters, but there are a few characters that look a lot like each other to me. They both have. Let me do it like this. So, in The Walking Dead, we have Michonne, and in Z Nation, we have Warren. Both are chicks that fight using a sword. And now that I think about it, they're both also black. Think about that fact actually before now. And in The Walking Dead, we have Daryl. I forgot his name. My favorite character from the show, I forgot his name. And in Z Nation we have 10K. They're both badasses that use a weapon that nobody would use in a zombie outbreak. While Daryl uses a crossbow, 10K uses guns, but when he doesn't have a gun, he uses a slingshot. Like, see, that's also like what I said about the tone. It's a lot more funny and takes a lot, and it doesn't take itself serious. They kill zombies with a slingshot. Just goes through the freaking head of the zombie. That's freaking cool. And then we also have, I don't think we should compare those two to each other, but I'll do, The Walking Dead, we had Herschel. And in Z Nation, we have Doc. But they're both very different characters. The only thing they have in common is that they're sort of doctors, but Doc isn't really a doctor, he just knows a lot of doctor-like stuff, and he can heal people, but he's not a doctor, honestly. So no, and that's where the characters are done with. I think no, there are no characters that really look like each other. But now I will go to the main characters of the series. And in the Z Nation we First Walking Dead. For Walking Dead we have Rick Grimes, who is a cop. And in Z Nation we have Murphy. I think for me he is the main character, because that's what it's all about. Who is an ex-convict, we don't know for what, but he was in prison, and he is the only guy that can have a cure. He doesn't have the cure, but that is resistant to zombie bites because he has a vaccine in him. So Rick Grimes is a cop, and he's very smart, and he's like a leader to all the other characters in the show. And he knows what to do, he knows where to bring them. And even sometimes when he doesn't know, all the other people of the group listen to him, and they even give him advice. Then we have Mercy, yeah. Mercy, that sounds right with Z Nation. We have Murphy, who is a freaking asshole to everyone, because he's an ex-convict, he's from prison, and he's not happy about anything. He hates like everything. He's like Squidward from SpongeBob. He is freaking everything. But he's the only hope for mankind to find a cure to the zombies. But he's not quite alright. He has been bitten by zombies in his chest 8 times, but he is not a zombie. But in the series you can see him slowly becoming something that's not human anymore. He's becoming like a sort of zombie human hybrid. Like he develops a sort of a weird strength and all. He can even, I'm not gonna say mind control, but he can do something like that. And zombies don't want to bite him anymore even. They just, zombies have like a sort of respect for him, a sort of fear. They are not going to try to bite him. And he's using that to his advantage and also, and he doesn't care about the group. The group is always trying to save his side from everything, because he's also afraid of zombies in the beginning though. In the beginning he's afraid of zombies. And he's an asshole to everything. He even would let people die or leave people behind just so he could save his own ass. But that's why I love him, because he's so funny, and how he handles things is so great. He's a great character, and that's one of the biggest reasons to watch Z Nation. And that's because of Murphy. Because Murphy is mercy. Murphy is mercy. That's what he is. And I think the last thing we're going to talk about is progress. Well, one thing that I maybe not like that much about Walking Dead is that the progress is sometimes slow. Very slow. Like season 2, 13 episodes, all on the farm. Like no progress at all. They all spend their time at a farm. Season 3 and the first half of season 4, they spent all the time at the prison. But that was not bad. It was just season 2 that the progress was so slow. I still like it. I still like the seriousness of it. And the quietness and the darkness, because you really understand the characters and the feelings they have and the emotions, because that's what The Walking Dead is building upon. It's not like pew pew pew, shoot every freaking zombie inside, but it's about the deepness of everyone's characters and how they feel. And that's what I like, and that's not what a lot of series do. They go deeply to every character, except some characters have not been explored that much before because they are also dead now. But it did a great job, and also you can't do that for every character on every show. That's just impossible to do that, to explore every character. But that's what I like about The Walking Dead. Is that not the progress sometimes, but the characters and the conversations. They're so deep, they're so well thought, and that's something that Z Nation doesn't have. Like they have quite a few characters, but who are they and do you care for them? Not much, except for a few you don't really care much for them. But also I'm not gonna say who that, well actually I can say Garnett died in the series, which was supposedly a main character, but apparently not, because he died very bit. I didn't really feel anything about it. I'm not gonna say I didn't care, but I didn't care much because we didn't explore his past too much or anything. And if someone else dies on the show, I wouldn't, except for Murphy, I wouldn't care that much, I guess, because we don't know much about any of these guys. But the progress is much better on Z Nation. They go very fast from one place to another. They don't stay at a place. They never stay at the place. They just go to a place, they do stuff there, or something happens to them there, and then boom, they're gone again. Next episode, they're somewhere else. Although there was one episode that dragged a little bit, because it was like I was watching Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow, amazing movie, but I don't want to watch Edge of Tomorrow in my Z Nation. Understand? Z Nation? So, I thank you for watching my video. And which show do I like the most? Honestly, I don't know much. Because Walking Dead has been for 5 seasons already, and Z Nation only 1 season. But for now I'm gonna give it to The Walking Dead because I like that much more, and we know the characters a lot better there and all that stuff. But I still like Z Nation a lot because of its humor and Murphy. And about the progress, because they go very fast. But for now, The Walking Dead is my favorite of the two. But I recommend to everyone to watch both of the shows. And not to compare them too much to each other, because they all are very unique in their own ways. And their tone is so much different. And if you think, some people think The Walking Dead is more like The Boring Dead or something, then watch Z Nation. And if you think Z Nation's special effects and all stuff, which they actually do for a B series, is actually very good. Just go watch The Walking Dead if you want better special effects or better acting or care about that stuff, but seriously, don't complain. And one thing more that I want to say is, don't bash on series you don't watch. I don't mind if you don't like a series, one of the other, or if you like the one more than the other. If you want to say that, please comment which is your favorite show, but don't bash the other. There's no reason to do it, especially if you haven't watched one before. If you bash Z Nation but you haven't watched it yet, then just shut up, people. There's no reason to troll or to bash a series because you're a fan of the other. I'm a bigger fan of The Walking Dead, but I'm not gonna bash Z Nation because I just like The Walking Dead more. It's like, I love Pokemon and I don't really like Digimon, but I'm not gonna bash it because I don't know much about it. I'm not gonna bash it for any reason at all. So, thanks for watching my video. Comment please. I'm not gonna ask to like and subscribe, only do that if you want, but please comment. I'd like to hear your opinions about everything I said, or if you want to ask a question, go ahead. I'm there. So I was Flash, and I hope you guys have a dashing good day. See you later.